Welcome to my channel. I'm showcasing this beautiful GT project I did. I will not be linking this, but I really had fun doing it. I've been meaning to put it up, and I'm so sorry to the designer. There is a tuck in there, so you've got hidey spots. It's got vintage lace. It's got lots of trims and whatnot. I did this some time ago, and I'm so sorry to the designer that I'd never actually put it up. There's tucks everywhere. We might utilise that to show where all the tucks are. There's tucks in there. There's tucks in there. So there's little hidey spots everywhere in this journal. I just want to see if I did. Yeah, there's a tuck in there. I'm so sorry to the designer that I didn't actually put it out there when I should have. But I really quite like this journal. It's got lots of different variations in colour. And we've got a pocket there as well. I love the pages, are just magic. Many of you know that I use Jar from Medieval for her tea dyeing methods. I actually did a tutorial probably a couple of months about it ago. I really admire this lovely lady. She doesn't live far from me. I hope to one day get to meet her. I love creating. I love creating any digital cats. I like to think that I can basically do a lot of things in a journal. And yeah, that's a tuck, and I can't get it in. Oh yeah, because it goes in that way. So you got little hidey spots everywhere, and that's why I created this journal, with that in mind, and with also that you can actually add onto it. There's a tuck in there, I'm sure. There's a tuck either in there or in there. No, maybe not. Some haven't got tucks. But look at the variations of the colours of how I did them. I'm just seeing if I've got a tuck in there. No. Have I got a tuck that way? But see all the little bling with the zari. A wonderful lady supplied me with this zari. I was really impressed with her. She is one of the ladies. She's actually from India, and she supplied me with a lot of this stuff. I received some in Happy Mail. Thank you to those wonderful ladies that helped me create this journal by sending me some beautiful trims. I used a lot of zari bits and pieces here. These were all gifts, by the way, and I've just layered them there. Here's another one. That's another tuck. I should be using this, I guess. Now, I've left a lot of room for growth here. You know, I wanted the buyer to actually be able to add to this journal. And that's the reason that it's not fully completed. You've got a tuck in there. So there's lots of tucks, lots of room to move, lots of room to add your own embellishments to the pictures. It's just quite gorgeous, it really is. It's a gorgeous kit. Like I said, I'll link the person that I received these from, but I just love it. I done a complicated envelope, using zari, and it created lots of little tucks and layers and whatnot. This is me again experimenting. So you got room to put stuff in there, room to put stuff in there, and then you got all these layers of vintage lace, cottons and whatnot, and also there's your tucks. So you got tucks in there, and you've got tucks in there, and this should be the same with this one. So there's lots of tucks. I just really admire this designer. Like I said, I've left room here for the buyer to actually be able to put her own things in. I've provided a lot of embellished pages that, like I said, I've left room for that buyer to actually access her own works and put it up. It's one of my favourite photos. Again, been layered and sewn and whatnot. It's such a cute journal. But it's more your vintage boho, because you got all your black and whites in there and whatnot. And again, there should be a tuck somewhere, I think. Nope, not in that picture. So you just got to find your hidden spots. There's a tuck in there. I just love this because of the fact that I was able to leave room for movement for the buyer. And just all the stamping and stenciling and the dyeing methods I used. I just used so many different variations, you know. Jar taught me a lot. Like I said, I did a video on it about a few weeks ago. And I hope that helped with the tutorial, because some of you might find it hard to be able to watch YouTube. So I just did a short version of what Jar actually does with her papers. Like I said, I did some stamping, and you can see what I've actually added and left for the buyer. Another tuck. So this is full of tucks. Really, really full of tucks. Now, did I do a tuck in there? No. See, some I didn't. Some I did. But I've left room so that you can actually bling this up. And what I'm going to do, I will show you how to bling up just normal ribbon to bling it up like that. Like I said, I really love this. I mean, how cool is she? There's a lot of old vintage papers in here. She's just gorgeous. I love her. She's beautiful too. And I think I left a tuck in there. No, I didn't. Unless I put it on this side. Because I tend to put hidey spots everywhere. Because I know journals are meant to be a personal thing, you know. And if you want to write and hide things, well, you can. It's a big journal. It's not a little one. It's 5.5 by 10.5. And I also did a flip open. There's your tuck. Now this journal was completed some months ago, so little flip outs, journaling space. So that's a signature that actually flips out. And I did a lot of mixed media in this. Tuck in there. So you can basically see all my tucks. So I created a journal within a journal using these wonderful prints and zari stuff that I got from this lovely lady. Like I said, she's from India. reasonably priced. If I find her, I will actually link her in comments though. And there's the back of the cover. So I've left a lot of room there so that you can actually do your own stuff in this journal. Hope you liked it. It's got applique and it's got beads and it's got all sorts of things. And I just love the way it turned out. Like for me, this was a really good experience to work with something like this. Thank you to Lynn for allowing me to showcase your work. And everybody, happy crafting. And I hope you love this journal. Thank you.